Greetings, this is Professor Wolf. This is Introduction to Week 1 of Computer Programming 2. Just a quick overview of what we're going to do this week. We're going to start with a quick overview of the course procedures and how the course is organized, the kind of rhythm. I tend to have everything happen at the same time each week, so it's easy for you to kind of get an idea of when things are due and what we're going to do. The topics this week are review. We're going to look at Java File I/O, how to read and write text files. And we're going to review a library class that we wrote called Safe Input, which is really best practice for doing console input. And so really this review will work with the last program that I assigned, if you had me for Computer Programming 1 last semester, where we created a CRED database using student records. So this is a small part of that. What you're going to do is you're going to, in the lab, create two sets of programs. There's a reader and a writer. And then we have data for people, persons, and then we have data for products. So we'll write a very simple program that will input the data fields for a person, then write them into a file, one person per line, in a comma delimited text file. And then we'll write a program that will read that file and display in a nicely formatted display, a columnar display, that same data. And so we'll do that for person. And then, like the Teletubbies, again, we'll do it again, but we'll do it for product. It's really important that you follow the directions. This is Computer Programming 2. I'm sort of expecting you to work professionally and do well. And understand that I'm not really going to have a lot of tolerance for you not following the directions. I'm real specific about what file names to use when you submit files and what you're supposed to send me. And I don't want to hunt around to try to do your grading. I'm trying to make this as efficient as I can so I can grade and return things to you quickly. And kind of one of my frustrations is when I leave a lot of leeway for people to submit stuff late, they just wait, and many of them end up failing the course. That's not a good thing. So we're going to have to try to keep up on things. I haven't exactly figured that out. Most likely I'll have a choke point where I'll say, like a third of the way into the course, this date you have to have everything before done, etc. So I'll talk to you about this in class, but I'm just warning you now. Also, this last time there was some confusion with the grading, and so just be clear, you have really two components of your grading. One is the interactive stuff where you do the reflection postings. Sometimes I'll ask you to do article reviews, things like that. That counts for 15% of your grade. All of the programming labs, assignments, and practicums count for 85% of your grade. So another thing that I noticed happen is people were trying to play the points, thought they could maybe not submit 4 or 5 assignments and still pass, and it doesn't really work that way. You got to plan on doing all the work and getting it in. And again, I'm going to assume you're in Computer Programming 2. You didn't have to. You chose to do this. You want to do software development. So I'm kind of going to raise the board here and try to get you some really good, solid programming skills that will serve you well as you go on. Okay? That said, we can have a lot of fun with this. Again, we're just doing a little review to try to get everybody caught up and on the same page, and then we'll go on. I'll go over this in class, but I'll have all of the videos for Computer Programming 1 available to you. So if you want to review, if you weren't with me, and maybe, there's something I did that your instructor didn't, or you didn't get it as well, then you'll be able to use that. Okay, I hope you enjoy the course. That's what we're doing this week.